And I know that there are a lot of people in the populist movement today that more isolationist view that somehow we're fine if we just protect ourselves. And the reality is we're not if we just protect ourselves, because if they take over the rest of the world except us. Anyway, all of that said, we're not destabilizing, it's very stabilizing. And you're right, I was with the president in the Oval Office last week for the announcement of Golden Dome. And even after that, there have been scoffers that get after us in social media and other places.
Well, I mean, I think the fact that you have been on armed services as a North Dakotan, which is first time that I recall in history, but the idea that you're plugged into that channel and this whole Space Command that you played a part of launching that and being a part of what's going on, and now the Golden Dome. I mean, it all plays in and it's synergistic. I mean, to me, it's very pivotal for our country, but I mean, a point for a guy from North Dakota to be in the middle of it is kind of untypical.
Well, being the first North Dakotan to ever serve on an Armed Services Committee, that's true. However, and I reminded the president of this in the Oval Office at that news conference. I said, well, Mr. President, 7 years ago or so, when you called me and said, hey, I have this vision of having a Space Force, I'm wondering if you would carry the legislation to put it in the National Defense Authorization Act. And I thought about it for about 5 seconds and said, what the hell? I have a aerospace school at Grand Forks. We have at that time, Space Command, radar station in Cavalier. We have, all these assets and a bit of a space culture, frankly, in North Dakota. Now, fast forward, not only do we have a radar station in Cavalier, we have a Space Force Station in Cavalier, and that Space Force Station is being modernized as we speak. And I put a little money every year into it, and now it's at the forefront of Golden Dome. I brought the Vice Chief of Space Operations up there about 3-4 weeks, probably 4 weeks ago now. He went to Cavalier. A number of companies came to Cavalier, looked at how we can modernize that, that Cold War era Parks radar into a very dynamic, contemporary, digitized radar that can help not only for early missile warning and watching space and space assets, which it does very well, but then to become part of the entire value chain that puts a target on bad actors, that sets can set the wheels in motion for firepower, as they call it. Anyway, and then a satellite department now at the University of North Dakota, a brand new aerospace engineering program at the University of North Dakota, which didn't exist 3 years ago and today has 200 students in it. Space Development Agency ground station at the Grand Forks Air Force Base that will launch 1, 2, and 3 of the first launches of low Earth orbiting satellites, which will play a key role in all national defense, but particularly with the Golden Dome. So no, we're at the forefront. We're really at the epicenter of it, and it's kind of remarkable. And I just sort of quietly go along doing my thing and wake up one day and I'm in the Oval Office announcing Golden Dome with Donald Trump.
Well, and part of the thing that I've read about it is dealing with these hypersonic missiles that